Hello, citizens and UEMC miners. Rockseeker here, your host for this series on exploration and mining. And I know it's been a while. There was the holidays, and then 3.0 came out and to the PU, and I got to play a lot around, trying to do some trading missions, and basically having some crash, losing some of my income. But anyway, that was fun. I've been playing for a while. And now I figured it was time to go back and do a bit of videos. And also with 3.0, I had been thinking about at least over a year of getting a nice joystick to play Star Citizen, because I used to play with only this Sidewinder joystick like early 2000 from Microsoft. That's very very basic joystick. So it was about time I treated myself. So I figured that, hey, it's gonna be my birthday soon. So and by the time this video will air, it's already passed. So I figured I'm gonna treat myself with some nice joysticks. So I got myself a pair of Thrustmaster T16000M FCM joysticks and a Thrustmaster throttle. So basically I got the package, the 2-pack with the throttle and joystick, and I got a separate single joystick along with a nice orange backlit mouse and keyboard. So basically I'm going to show you in this video how to set up this basically this configuration, the software and the drivers and everything. So we'll start with this first video to show you how to properly install the driver and get the joystick discovered and reach the point where we're ready to install the target software from Thrustmaster. And after that I'm gonna have 1 or 2 more video to explain how to nicely configure the Thrustmaster target software, because really it's really worth it. I thought at first I would not use the target software, but then I realized I wanted to do a few things, so I said, well, let's go and try it, and it's way much better to use the software. I fully recommend to anyone that has Thrustmaster joysticks to use the software. You can really tune things and make things great. So first thing you do, when you get your joysticks, you obviously unbox them, all excited, yay! And then you go and you're gonna have to pick one of your 2 joysticks, because they both arrive as right joystick, and you have to convert one to a left joystick. That's quite simple. There's a bit of documentation available online, and it's quite easy actually. In the top part where your thumb sits, you can pull that small, actually not that part, but on the opposite side, you can pull the small thing. Very easy. You just pull on it, and there's a, I believe there's a screw there, and you just undo the screw, and then you can pull the side with where the thumb rests. And inside your box you'll have also a small kit that comes along with your joystick to basically, it's for the left side. So you just use those 2 small bits, re-screw from the other side the screw, and put back the filler on the opposite side of the thumb rest. And that's for the first thing. The second thing is at the bottom where your ends sit, you unscrew the screw. You don't have to pull it out completely, you just unscrew it, and then you're able, or maybe you pull it out, but basically it's not a piece that detaches, it's just a piece that becomes loose, and then you can turn it around 180 degrees and you re-screw again, and that's it. The handle of the joystick has been converted. After that, there's one more thing which is very important to do, is that you have to flip your joystick around. And underneath you will see that there's a small switch. By default it's set to the right, so you have to flip the switch to put it to the saying left end, and so this way the software and the drivers will be able to discover this is a left joystick, and the other one that you left in as is going to be your right joystick. So now the next step is to install the driver. You don't connect anything yet. You have them set up next to your computer on your table, whatever. And I don't know if you have a gaming PC with multi-USB hub, multi-USB ports, that's fine. In my case, I'm using a laptop. There's limited number of USB ports, so I got myself a small hub. A USB 2.0 hub is sufficient. You don't need USB 3.0. It works perfectly with a USB 2.0. Mine is a hub that is powered, just to make sure I have enough power on all of those different ports in the hub. And everything works smooth. It's not very expensive. I think I paid like $20 for that small hub. But it works fine. As I said, you don't need a 3.0 USB because you're not transferring files anyway. So okay, enough talking. So what you do, first thing, you go, the address is there in the box on a small piece of paper. Basically, you'll have it here on the screen also. You go on the website. Hold on, I'm gonna bring that up here. Okay, so you go on the site. And on the site here, support.thrustmaster.com, you'll be able to click on joystick, and then you have all of the different joystick they offer. Mine is the T16000M FCS. I said FCM, I think, earlier, but FCS, whatever. And in there, you'll have different files that you can download. You can download all of those you feel like. The manual is quite useful. But what you really need is under manual, under driver here, you'll have the driver. That's the first file that you'll need. And the other file that you'll need is under the software section. It's going to be the target software. And for that one, I recommend to also download the manual, whether English or French or whatever ZH is, because it's also useful as a reference to go back to the manual. So, okay, so once you downloaded the software, in my case, I put all of that on the Thrustmaster folder. So I've got the joystick, all of the documentation that was downloadable along with the drivers. I have same thing for the throttle. I downloaded all of the documentation about it. And for the software, here I have the target software. So first thing you do, you start with the drivers. As I said, you don't connect anything. You start the driver installation for whatever it works. There's one driver for whatever version of Windows you have. So you start the installation, and along the way, at one point, it's going to stop the installation. It's going to say, okay, now's the time to connect all of your devices to be discovered by the driver. So that's when I connected my different devices, the right joystick, the left joystick, and the throttle. After that, you click next, and you see it works a bit, and then discovers your different joysticks, and after that it ends. That's it, finish, that's done. Once you're done, you can check that everything's fine by going under your menu. And you'll have a folder called Thrustmaster Force Feedback Driver, and in it you'll have the control panel, and it's going to look like this. Basically, it's the game controller panel, and you'll see your three devices. You'll see the throttle, you see the two joysticks, and if they show as okay, that's good. And then you click on properties, let's say for the throttle at first here, and oops, it's on my other screen. Hold on, I'm going to bring it here, and you see if I pull the throttle up and down, it works fine. The slide here, or what they call the Z rotation, works fine, and some of the button you see works too. Same thing for the joystick, whatever shows as first. Okay, this one is the right hand, so again moves up, down. The button, fire, 1, 2, 3, yeah, they all work. And same thing with the Z also, and the slider. Same thing for the left. You check that everything's fine with the left also. Properties, same thing. You see this one is identified as left because you flip the switch underneath. And now again, RZ, the twisting the joystick, firing 1, 2, 3, all the button, and moving around. Yeah, it all works. Okay, so as you see, they got discovered in this order. First the throttle, the right and the left, and basically the order they get discovered, if you're not using the target software, is important, because by default the first game input will become the first one in Star Citizen, and the second one will become input 2 when you try to map it, and input 3. And if you don't want to have to remap everything, you'd like at least your right joystick to be mapped as the default first joystick. But you know what? This is not important. Whatever order it is, because we're going to use the target software, it doesn't matter. Because basically what the software will do is take all of those 3 devices, 3 joystick input, and make a virtual one big joystick with multiple buttons on it. And that's what we're going to be able to reconfigure so that it looks basically like this. On this, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to have my next video is going to be about how to configure the target software to basically emulate all of this and show you in Star Citizen what it looks like. So till then, take care and have fun in the verse.